What's the word? It's Nemo. We just jumped out the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
I just want me to the face. 13 on my mind, some type of.
All right, so we got my guy Nemo jumping off the porch with us today. Welcome, bro.
What's the word, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm feeling great, man.
I'm feeling fantastic, man.
Yes, sir.
Out here in the A, getting to it, bro.
Nah, for real, man. Nah, I appreciate you and the whole team coming down here too,
sure.
man.
Had to pop out.
Yeah. So, you know, what do you got planned while you're in the city, or what have you been working on since you touched down, man?
Shit, we just working. We at different studios. Yo, what's the day studio name? Insider Studios.
Okay.
We are the Insider.
Yeah.
Getting some work in, shooting videos, coming here.
Yeah.
Feel me? That's what we on.
Full promo run then, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So how does it, you know, compare to working here in Atlanta to back at home?
I just feel like it's a lot of people that's on shit down here. Like where we at, it's more so like people doing their own thing in their own areas, and that's cool.
Yeah.
But here I feel like it's just like an abundance of work. Abundance of people that's trying to work.
Oh,
know?
Absolutely, yeah. People come to Atlanta every day just for this music shit, man.
For sure.
Yeah, man. All right, so let's take it back with you, man. So you're originally from Guatemala, is that right?
Yeah, I'm from Guatemala City. Born in Guatemala City.
So did you grow up down there, or how old were you when you moved to the States?
Nah, so I was born down there, and then so I was kind of born into a crazy situation to where my mom couldn't afford to keep me, right? So I was adopted, and I came to America when I was a baby.
Oh, wow.
So that's how I ended up in Pennsylvania.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever get to meet your real mother, or have you guys been?
I never got to meet her. All I got is a picture.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's all I got.
So you end up in Pennsylvania. What part of Pennsylvania do you end up in?
I'm from Schweightsville, Montgomery County.
Okay.
It's like right outside of Philly.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know nothing about Montgomery County, man.
The six.
Fill me in, man.
Six.
Like what's the way of life up there? What's the culture like? Is it just like Philly? Is it different, or?
I feel like it's developing its own culture right now. For
Okay.
real. Like I feel like when we was young, it was kind of like something that you didn't say. Like you like, feel me? You cool if you from Philly. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like you got youngins with the 6 next to their name. You feel me? Like everyone like they trying to rep the 6. So it's like I feel like it's just now starting to get a culture. We just now starting to get a push.
Yeah.
To where, we coming out here, we represent the county. You know what I'm saying? We trying to push the county name, so
Okay.
that's what we on.
And what does the 6 represent? How did you guys come up with that?
It's the 610, it's the area code.
Okay.
It's the first letter, yeah.
Okay, gotcha, man. So taking it back to your childhood, like what were you into as a kid growing up out there?
I won't lie, when I was a kid, I was into basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played a lot of basketball. 9th grade, got cut from the team. Just started doing that shit. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's just like you could choose your own path. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody could choose their own path. That's just the path that I chose at that time. You feel me?
And when would you say you jumped off the porch then?
Probably like 15.
Okay.
15.
Yeah. So do you finish school? Do you go to college, or?
Yeah, I finished high school. When I was at the end of my high school, I actually got arrested. And part of like the agreement that I had made was that I had to go to the military.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it was like right after high school, 17 years old, had to go to the military.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
What'd you do, Army or Navy, Air Force?
I was in the Army. Yeah,
Okay.
I was in the Army.
So shit, what was that experience like?
Shit,
Because considering you probably didn't want to do it, but it probably beat the
I didn't
alternative.
want to do that shit. I didn't want to do that shit at first. Like I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. But it's like, coming from my background, it's like I was like given a chance to come here and have this opportunity. So it's like, I could either, you know what I'm saying, get a record and start down that path, you feel me? Or I could go here and try to make something of myself. So it was just kind of more so an opportunity for me.
Yeah.
But the Army was cool. I mean, I feel like a lot of kids in my generation was put in the Army like because of the situation that they was in. So it's like when I got there, it was like a lot of like-minded people like me. So it was like I just kind of fit in. Everyone fit in. They got like, you feel me? You got like your clean-cut people and shit, but it's also like people that, you feel me, hang out and do shit.
Yeah.
So that's what I was on.
Yeah, from my understanding, it's a good place to network too.
Yeah, that's when I moved, or when I was in the Army, I moved to Kentucky, right? And I feel like that's where my music And just my understanding of music took the biggest turn because it's like I got people from Alabama, I got people from Texas, people from LA, people from Florida, and we all rapping in the same cipher. So when it's like they doing some shit, I'm like, damn, that's hard. I could do that shit. You feel me? Because at the time, like where we from, it was like heavy bars. Everyone was on the bars. Everyone was on like punchline shit like that. So when I went to Kentucky and I heard motherfuckers singing, I'm like, damn, that shit sound hard. I could do that though. I could really do that. So it's like definitely helped me like advance in my musical career for sure.
Was Kentucky the only place you were stationed at, or did you move around a lot?
Yeah, Kentucky was the only place I was stationed at for real. I was only in for a short time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So did you get discharged, or you just finished out your term or your contract?
Yeah, I got discharged. I had like a little situation and shit when I was in there.
Okay.
Got caught with some gas.
For real?
Yeah.
I'm gonna kick you out for that?
Nah, it was just like, so at the time it was like I already knew I was trying to do music, right? And it's like, I'm the type, like, when you're in the Army, it's like you gotta follow a regimen, you follow rules. I'm not the type, like, I don't follow rules too well. So it's like, I just knew I wanted to get out.
Yeah.
So it was like, I just raised my hand when it was like, yo, you have this option. Feel me?
Oh, hell yeah. Get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
So do you move back home to Pennsylvania at that time, or do you stay in Kentucky?
After that, I mean, I was gonna stay in Kentucky, but even like the path that I was on in Kentucky, you feel me? I just knew that it was no like future for me at that moment there. So I moved to Florida. I moved to Orlando.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, at that time. So I was in Orlando for a little minute.
What'd you think of Orlando when you
That
touched
shit
down?
was tough. I loved Orlando. Like, that shit had such a, like, I'm Hispanic, right? But I was adopted, so I didn't really ever get to tap in like with my culture. So when I moved to Orlando, it's like heavy Spanish influence.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to tap in, and this shit was hard. I just love being around like different vibes. Like, it definitely showed me a different side of the world.
Yeah. No, that's dope right there,
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
So how did you get into making music? How long you been doing this now?
I've been making music since I was like 10 years old.
Okay.
I just more so like got serious with it right after I got out of the military. Because I knew I had to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was time to do something. Like, I'm not gonna take this route. I gotta make something happen.
Yeah. So when you were 10 years old, what influenced you or inspired you back then?
I mean, I feel like being an adopted child, it's really kind of hard to like find an identity. You know what I'm saying? Because you're seeing a whole lot of different shit, but it's like, I can't look up to like anybody that look like me or know my situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just kind of found like an identity in music. And like the artists that I fuck with, I'm like, damn, like I don't know basically who I am right now, but I know I fuck with that. And I know that this is what I love in my heart, so I'm gonna just follow that and be that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And who were you listening to back then?
I was heavy 50 Cent, heavy Lil Wayne. I won't lie, the person back then that inspired me the most was Soulja Boy though.
Really?
Soulja Boy definitely inspired me the most back then. Like, I just feel like I'm always someone that's been like cool with like new trends.
Okay.
So it's like when I see something that's hot, that's coming up, I fuck with it. And when he start popping on the internet and doing all the internet shit, I'm like, damn, bro, I gotta get on YouTube. Like, you feel me? Like,
Yeah, he influenced like a
that's
whole
what
generation.
I'm saying. That he
man.
really did. People don't give him the credit, but it's like, he really did. He inspired me at least. And that, you feel me, got me started, so.
Yeah. No, that's why you see him going so crazy. Like, man, I'm the first rapper to do this shit, man.
Yeah.
He's got to throw it in their face because it's like people forget.
I don't know what he the first to do, but you feel me? He the first to do a couple things for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So when did you actually like start recording music and releasing music though?
Probably like 10 years old.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
10 years old. I was like recording on my iPhone and shit. You feel me? Just on a little mic on an iPhone, making a little video like outside my crib and shit. Yeah, that shit was cool. But then I really started like actually taking it serious probably like 2018 actually, when I was in the military. That's when I started like, I got my own setup, start recording myself and shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What were the commanding officers saying? They didn't care? They kind of gave you free reign or?
Man, they didn't even know about that shit. They just worried about it, you feel me, if you show up and shit. So it's like, I was doing whatever I was doing.
Yeah.
Feel me?
And there was a lot of people that you were stationed with that was making music too?
Yeah. I had a lot of people around me that's really what got me back into music, because once I had gotten, you feel me, like, so I had dropped some shit in high school, right? And I don't know, and then I had all that legal shit happen, and it was just like, my life was changing. I kind of fell away from the music. And then all of a sudden, we at the barracks, that's what we call the place that we live at in the military, and it's a cypher outside. And I'm like, yo, I can rap. I'm hopping in this bitch. I hop in the cypher. Everyone went crazy. Cuz come up to me talking about, yo, let's go to the studio tomorrow. But that's from there, I just kept going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you also engineer too, right?
I engineer, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Definitely started engineering. That was just came about because it was like I had to record myself. Like I wasn't trying to spend the money all the time. Well, back then, you feel me, I was coming up, you feel me, still trying to find my identity and shit, so I just had to figure out a route, figure out a way.
Yeah.
Especially getting out of the military, I didn't have a job or a plan, so it's like I gotta get some paper somehow, you feel me?
Real shit. And were you self-taught on how to engineer, or?
I'm like half self-taught. I did like a little internship at a studio
Okay.
when I was in Orlando. That really helped me like learn some technical shit. Like I had a mentor, and he really actually did change my life. So I was like, I feel like he taught me more like the philosophy of the shit, of music, and like the life behind music. And then the technical shit a little bit. And then everything else has just been experience, just doing it.
No, that's hard right there.
Yeah, for sure.
And I always say, man, engineers are so undervalued, you know, in the rap game, man. Like they kind of get shitted on sometimes, get overlooked, but at the end of the day, the engineer's in control of the sound that's coming out, man.
The engineer, the final, you feel me? That's the final person that's gonna put it out to be like received by the people. You know what I'm saying? To be palatable for the people. So it's like, I think the role of engineer is definitely getting recognized now, where it should be. You know what I'm saying? Like you got all these crazy videos, people disrespecting engineers and shit like that. Like, not in my studio, you feel me? But I think definitely engineers deserve more respect. Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely, man.
For sure.
And are you very hands-on when you're engineering with the artists?
Yeah. I'm a creator, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it really depends on the artist. Like people that I believe in, I feel like I got a tendency to really like get hands-on and like do what I can to make it the best possible. You feel me?
Yeah. A question I've been asking engineers lately is like, do you feel like engineers deserve publishing on the records that they work with?
Yeah, I deserve publishing, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm trying to get some percentages.
Yeah.
Cause it's like especially in the role of engineer, like the real good engineers, they're adding production. Sometimes they're writing. Sometimes they're, helping get the melodies. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I deserve a little couple percent. Yeah. That's how I feel, at least.
I feel like that's going to be a debate going forward, because every time I ask an engineer, they're like, hell yeah, like, we doing so much, like you said, either on the production side or sometimes even on the writing side, too.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Definitely. I think that's the future for engineers, for the whole music making process, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially with NFTs and all this new shit, like everything in the process is valuable. So it's like every person in the process got some type of stake. You feel me? Yeah.
And you opened up your own studio, right?
Yeah, I opened up my own studio.
Okay.
Right in Norristown.
There you go, man. Yeah. So was this something you had planned out for a while, or?
I mean, not like, honestly, it was like, it just happened. I moved back to PA after I lived in Orlando.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, that's a whole story. You feel me? Like I had moved out from Orlando, was homeless for a little bit. Moved to Kentucky. My man, like, miraculously had got a crib that week and was like, yo, bro, you can stay with me 2 months. So it's like, I'm like slacking a little bit in my 2 months. He hit me up, he's like, yo, bro, you said you was gonna do this and this in these 2 months. Like, you gotta make a move. So I'm like, fuck it, move back up north. And then I was like, fuck it, bro, I don't got nothing. I gotta start a studio right in my living room. 15 an hour, like trying to get it. You feel me? Doing 10, 15-hour days every day trying to come up. And then that shit just kept rolling. And then we found a commercial space and we just went from there. We just built it. I built it with my man Stock, my man Yuli, the whole Soundz team. Feel me? They all on the back over there. Yeah. So, yeah.
Explain, so Soundz is obviously
Soundz, yeah, that's a stamp. That's a stamp. Yeah. Soundz Studios.
I see like almost all local artists be going there and recording, right?
Yeah, we got a lot of I did a lot of shit, even in the city, which is like, it's pretty major for the town, because it's like, I feel like, we bringing the big artists out. Usually they would never come out. We go to the city, you feel me, So now people are coming out and recognizing the work that we putting in, and artists from the county is getting recognized because we got a place where we can cook up. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like this shit is accessible now, real good quality. We got the best equipment possible. You feel me? So we try to make it possible for our area.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I always feel like that's important. It's kind of have like that local hub
Yeah,
to where everyone
for
can
sure,
come,
for
not only to
sure.
record, but to kind of network and kind of
Right.
collab too, man.
Yeah, I mean, bro, anyone that come in 6 Soundz, bro, like if you, like the opportunity there for you, you feel me? Like you could come in one day and meet this artist that you always wanted to feature with. And I tell you on the spot, oh, we here right now, boom, I give you this little deal. Or you, an artist, you just like don't know how to connect the dots. My man Justin Miller pull up, get you some content, you feel me? Some hard ass content, hard ass pictures, like that's just there sometimes, you feel me? You might get it for free, you feel me? If he's just there, like that's just how it works.
No, that's hard right there.
Yeah, for sure.
And what's your thoughts on the music scene in Montgomery County right now?
I think it's growing. I'm excited because it's like when we was young, it was almost like I don't want to say embarrassing, but it was like something that you didn't rep. Like, oh, I'm from the county, like I'm from, the 6 wasn't even a thing. But now it's like you got the young bulls, like I said, with the 6 in their bio. I got the 6 after my name, you feel me? We all throwing up the 6 everywhere we go. Like, it's something to be proud about. And it's something that we could be like, oh, we don't need, you know, no disrespect to the city, but it's like we don't need to be the city, you feel me? We us, and we got a movement. So it's like, I think it's looking up for us, for real.
Yeah.
You feel me? We out here, we making moves.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
And it seems like from the outside looking in, there's a lot of unity amongst the artists too. Is that correct? Or?
I mean, I think it's growing. I think it's like people just had to get together. People had to have a spot. So we had to, you feel me? We bring in artists that maybe wouldn't have linked in the studio together. Even artists from out of state, you feel me? Come bringing them into where we from. So it's like, we definitely got a lot of unity. 6 Soundz like a family, for real.
Okay.
6 Soundz like a family.
And what is Timeless Music Club? Is that your label or?
Yeah, that's the label, man. That's the label. That's me and my guys, man. Priest, feel me? My man Stock, Olisa. It's a lot of us Timeless Music. That's basically like, when we was making music, so Priest, I started making music with Priest back when I was in the military. That's where I met him.
Okay.
And we would just be, you feel me? At that time, we would just be bullshitting, like in the studio, in a room or something, and we'd be like, damn, bro, these songs is timeless. Mind you, we made a couple hits, but like some, you feel me? We was just taught like, yeah, these songs is timeless. We said it enough times, like, damn, we just timeless music. Timeless Music Club, all right, say no more, we gonna get it going.
Yeah. What's that chemistry like today when you and Priest are cooking?
Bro, that's my brother. That's my brother. We can make any type of vibe. I feel like he pushed me to do better. Like I'll record and then hear his verse, I'll scrap my shit.
For real?
You feel me? Go back, redo it. You feel me? That's just how I feel. Like he definitely pushed me to go further for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's some of the goals for the label?
I mean, we trying to break artists. Feel me? We trying to go mainstream. We trying to put people in position, set people's families up. You know what I'm saying? Get people situated, bro. You feel me? Take us out of the situation that we in.
Yeah.
So.
And what's your creative process like today?
I won't lie, we be getting off the shrooms.
For real?
We be getting
That's
off
funny.
A
couple people been telling me that lately.
That shit been changing my life for real. I won't lie. Me, I just like to be in an elevated state. I mean, I make, like when I'm alone, so I'm either alone on some like, I don't want nobody around me, because I'm on some like spilling my heart out, I need to be alone, or I'm like in an elevated state and I want everyone around me vibing, like trying to see, you feel me, what's the vibe?
Yeah. And do you write your raps or do you punch in or do a little bit of both?
I used to write, but I feel like my shit, like, I'm so sporadic with this shit that I feel like I just gotta go. I gotta punch in, I'm one after the other. Right now, but I definitely would still write if I got time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would you say recording is like therapeutic for you?
Yeah, bro, that shit saved my life. You feel me? Recording, making music, that shit saved my life, for real.
Yeah.
Shit saved my life.
Yeah. 2021, you put out that Louisville Love Letter, man.
Yeah.
Talk about that project. What was the inspiration going into that one?
I mean, it was just a lot going on. Like every project that I made up to date was kind of like me explaining a certain time in my life. So that project was like my time in Louisville, my time in Orlando, and I just, you feel me, formulated that into a project. I had like a whole bunch of shit going on, you feel me, people changing on me, like, you feel me, got close friends, like, fall into, you know, certain addictions and like a lot of shit going on, you feel me, like a lot of shit. People getting locked up, like, at the time I was trying to come up. I didn't really have much. I had just, you feel me, came up, and then I had my first slow season, so I'm trying to, you feel me, bounce back from that, and then it's like, that's where that came from for real.
Sounds like a very personal album. Now.
Everything personal with me.
Yeah.
Everything personal.
Considering it's so personal, do you get like nervous or anxious before you release music like that?
I wouldn't say anxious to release it, but I'm anxious to have it be received, because it's like, I'm not putting this out for like, I'm putting this out to get it out of my, you know what I'm saying? Like out of my brain. Like this is how I heal. You know what I'm saying?
Therapy, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, you always gonna have haters and shit. Like you're not popping unless people saying shit, but it's like that initial, like when they receive it, you never know how it's gonna go. So maybe a little bit of anxiety there, but other than that, ain't really about nothing.
And what type of feedback did you get when you put it out then?
I mean, yeah, people fucked with it. Like everyone that ride for my music, they fuck with it, they rock with it. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I was happy about it. I was happy for sure.
You got this new video out, you and Ghost involved. Talk about that one.
Yeah, man. My brother Ghost really brought me back for real, cause like, I be like going through so much. And I got so much shit on my plate that sometimes I be like forgetting I make music. Like personal, I make my own music. Cause I be like making music with artists and shit. We in the Ghost just start laying this hot ass track. I'm like, damn, bro, I'm on this. Feel me? He said, say no more. We fucking laid a hot ass track. Got with my man Marcus, SDV Visuals. Sorry if I messed that up, it might be other way around. But yeah, we shot the vid, that shit was hard.
Yeah.
That shit was hard, I fuck with that vid heavy.
No, that song's really dope too,
Yeah,
man. I fuck with that.
Definitely tough.
Yeah. So how do you find a balance? You know, running the studio, recording for other artists. I believe you're a father too, right? Like,
yeah, I'm a father, bro.
Yeah, how the hell do you find time, you know, for everything, man?
I mean, bro, it's just like, I'm living so fucking fast. I'm just doing it. Like every day I just live in the moment. You feel me? And it just happened. Like you feel me? I'm a huge firm believer in God and you know, my plan in life. So it's like anything that's meant for me, I'm gonna go through it and I'm gonna get through it. You feel me? Yeah. So that's just how I balance it. It ain't really like a equation yet, you know. Maybe one day I'll start waking up at 4 a.m. and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like all the billionaires and shit, cause that's where I'm trying to get to. But it's like, right now we just making it happen off the strength. Some days I don't even know how it's happening.
Yeah, especially, you know, engineering. You could be up until 4 or 5 in the morning recording other artists too.
We was up till 4 or 5 last night. Yeah. Came here, feel me? Woke up at 8. Oh shit. I'm off 3 hours. That's why I got the shades on.
Yeah, because I see it here, because we got 2 studio rooms. I'll come in, you know, at 10 a.m. and they still recording from the night before. I'm like, man, y'all is crazy. But hey, you got to get it in, man.
Real shit. Yeah, I mean, when we on a trip doing shit like this, sleep ain't about nothing. Yeah. We try to get working. That's one thing about us is like, when we go on trips and we doing shit, we just try to make it happen. Just trying to make it happen. Yeah. We're not trying to do a whole lot of shit that's not going to help us push forward right now.
No, absolutely. So next project, we started on this, or where are you at right now?
I'm dropping 2 projects soon. I got a project with my brother Priest. We finally doing our collab tape.
Okay.
Now I got my self-titled project. Yeah, the Nem6 project.
Okay.
That joint gonna be tough. We just waiting on everything to come through, getting everything mixed, mastered, the whole 9 right now. So it'll be out soon.
Okay.
Got some singles and shit
ready
lined up. Feel me? We shooting a video here today. So it's like,
okay. What's the vibes like on the self-titled album then?
I want to take risks. Feel me? I wanna. Obviously, it's like my sound elevated. You feel me? Like a lot of people be dropping singles like I don't drop every so often. So it's like when I drop, I really want it to be my best work and I want it to resonate. So 2 years down the line, you could still bump it and be like, oh yeah, this was a good song. Like this shit stayed in my mind, stayed in my heart. You feel me?
And who are some of the producers you've been working with for the album?
Ashton McCrate, definitely the new sound. I won't lie, bro. I'm a tight beat, tight rapper. Like that's the you feel me? That's just how we came up. We was on tight beat, so you feel me? Shout out my man Marley Get on Bass, you feel me? He sent me a couple hot ones, I'll probably hop on. I'm trying to think of who else. My man Andre, definitely hop on some shit he got. I'm trying to think of who else. If I forgot someone, feel me, my fault. But yeah, we got definitely hot producers for sure on that joint. I might produce some shit myself, you know?
Okay. Have you been making beats for a while, or?
Yeah, I actually started making beats before I started engineering.
Oh, really? Okay.
The engineering shit just took off first.
Yeah, understood. So we touched on it briefly, but like, talk about fatherhood, man. What has being a father taught you about life? What does it mean to you?
Man, that shit great, bro. I feel like once I became a father, I could never go back to being who I was before. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything just elevated. Like, I ain't wasting no time doing dumb shit. I ain't wasting no time, like, doing something that could fuck up my life, because, like, I'm trying to build this shit for her. You feel me? So one day when I'm old or whatever happened to me, it's like, she cool, you feel me? Or she got an idea, I planted a seed in her mind to be great, you know what I'm saying? So she can live a great life.
Yeah.
That's yeah. So that's what we on, feel me? Fatherhood great, I love it.
Yeah. It'll definitely slow you down, man. It'll definitely change your perspective on life, man.
100%.
Yeah. So looking ahead to 2023, what should fans expect from you?
I mean, just work. You're gonna see me on a lot of shit. A lot of people's records, my records, interviews, freestyles, feel me? Whatever content we making along the way, we're gonna be around. Soundz, feel me?
Yeah. All right, go ahead and plug your social media. Let everyone know where to find you, where to find the studios, find everything, man.
You can follow us at Soundz Studios. That's the studio page. You can follow me at Nem6_ on everything. I'm Nem6_ on everything. We got Thomas Music Club at Thomas Music Club. Am I forgetting something? That's about it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all my socials.
Yeah. Any guys shout outs you like to give before we wrap it up here?
Man, shout out my family. Shout out my Soundz family. Shout out God. And just, feel me, everyone who helped me along the way. Everyone who helped me, for sure.
I just want me to the face. 13 on my mind, sometimes I can't replace, yeah. I put up the